Connect the driving shank to the scalpel as vertically as possible. Rotate the wheel clockwise. After encountering some resistance, use a torque wrench until after hearing 2 clicks. Note, when removing the torque wrench, the trigger must be closed. Insert the plug into the generator with the flat side up. Generally, we use the min or max buttons for tuning. The trigger must be closed when cutting. When clamping the tissue, do not exceed 2/3 blade head, as excessive clamping will affect cutting efficiency. Similarly, close the trigger and then use the torque wrench. When disassembling, a torque wrench must also be used to prevent damage of the blade head by ensuring correct rotation direction. Similarly, align vertically and rotate clockwise. After encountering some resistance, use a torque wrench. Insert the plug into the generator with the flat side up. Use the min or max buttons for tuning. Excessive clamping will affect cutting efficiency and lower the cutting speed. Keep clamping the soft tissue within 2/3 length of scalpel head. Unplug the drive shank. When disassembling, the torque wrench must also be used. Holding the driving shank with one hand and the scalpel with the other hand. Install the test rod in the same way as installing the scalpel. After encountering some resistance, use a torque wrench. If the adjusting passes, it indicates that the drive handle and the main unit are working properly. The disassembly method is the same, the torque wrench must also be used. Let's test ZSG1 driving shank. Still use the torque wrench. Successful adjustment indicates that the generator and drive shank are functioning properly. The disassembly method is the same, the torque wrench must also be used. Align the red crosshair, insert the foot pedal. Tighten with a torque wrench. Put on the protective cap. The skin cutting scalpel is generally used in the min gear. Be careful not to cut hard objects with the stealth skin cutting scalpel. The trigger must be closed when cutting. You can see it easily slicing through. Remove the protective cap firstly, then loosen with a torque wrench. The installation method for the angled skin cutting scalpel is the same as the stealth skin cutting scalpel. The advantage of the angled skin cutting scalpel is that it can be used for tissue traction, slicing the skin easily. Remove the protective cap, then use a torque wrench. Cover with the red protective cover and place it in the designated position.